I got to ask you about women.
Uh-huh.
Have you noticed that women are easily offended?
That women are easily offended?
Yeah.
That's a pretty blanket statement. What offended about what?
Everything.
I mean, I'm a comedian. This is what I do for a living. So the women that I'm around, no, their middle name is rejection. Like they're tough as nails.
But
and
other
they're
than the
not taking
comedians
shit.
that you know, have you noticed overall women they're easily offended?
No.
Do you think that women are like that? Most women are?
No.
Really?
No,
So
I
then
don't.
why do you need all these laws to protect women? You can't say this about them. You can't do this. You can't touch them. You can't open the door. You can't say your hair is nice. They got all... You can't say, oh, you're having a nice dress today.
Oh, Jesse.
If they are not easily offended, why do they need so many laws? Men don't need all those laws.
Okay, we're gonna go here. Men don't. So right now we're coming out of a time and a movement, the Me Too movement, which I guess is what you're.
Well, I wasn't thinking of that. I was just thinking all these laws that these women have to protect themselves against any kind of word or anything when they're supposed to. And then on one hand they say, "Oh, we're so strong, we're so strong," but then they have all these laws to protect you from the women. You can't say anything about it. You can't say, "Oh, you fat today," or you know. And they would be like,
Is that something you
word,
often do? You just
that word,
let a woman know she looks fat today?
offended me. Why, if they so strong or not easily offended, why do they need so many laws?
I don't think that you're asking about women being offended in terms of. I don't think there are.
Yeah, they're easily.
There's laws against touching women, which there should be.
After a while, you're not going to be able to shake their hands either. Oh, he touched my hand.
No. There's
Or
no
when
law
he
against.
touched my
There's no law
hand,
against
he
shaking a
held
woman's
it
hand.
like a man can. He held it sexually.
There are laws that have been set in place for legit reasons.
No, but I'm saying,
some
why are they
women
so
have-
easily offended, though?
Why?
But you do agree that they are, right?
I don't. No, I
Oh,
said
you
I
don't
don't.
agree?
I don't agree that women are easily offended.
Why do
no.
they need so many laws then?
I'm not sure what laws we're talking about.
All of them.
What? Name one law.
He spoke to me in the wrong way.
That's not a law.
He was verbally.
I need a fact check. What law is he spoke to me in the wrong way?
He was verbally abusive.
Verbally abusive. If a man is in a position of power and is speaking to a woman and is verbally offensive, yeah.
But have you heard the way women
But that's
talk
not
to
just
men?
man. I was just going to say that.
Women
There
got
is no
some of the
law for how a
nasty
man can talk
mouths.
to a woman. It goes both ways.
So should men have women put in jail by crying, "Oh, she was verbally abusive"?
No man has ever gone to jail for being verbally abusive.
But whatever they
in
do
the history
to
of the United States.
I know, but whatever they do to the men, should that men start reversing that on the women?
100%.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
When I was growing up, women were stronger than they are today.
Women were stronger then?
Yeah. Because they didn't need
interesting.
laws to protect them. They protect themselves. They're like, don't touch me. Oh, hell no, I ain't putting up with that. You know, they spoke up.
Wow.
And that's what men like. And they didn't need all these laws to protect them.
Yeah, I don't know if that might be like your personal experience of what.
I mean, I've seen it all over.
Yeah,
But women used to be stronger.
women used to be stronger. I think even like statistically, I think right now, like even like in the polls, like they would say that women right now are stronger than they've ever been in this country. They have a stronger voice than they've ever had.
But only because they got laws to shut everybody else up.
There are no laws to shut men up.
Yeah.
There is no law against that. I think what you're confusing it with is the fact that women are speaking up, that you're hearing women, and so you think that laws are being set forth, but they're not laws.
I'm hearing them all right.
Well, maybe it's time they're heard.
You know what they sound like?
What do they sound like?
You ever heard a fire truck going by a house that has dogs? And the dogs start howling. Oh! It's like that. It hurts your ears. You know what I mean?
Cool.
I got to ask you about abortion. You support abortion or you anti-abortion?
I support abortion.
Really?
I do.
Would you ever have an abortion?
That's a very personal question.
Meaning what?
Meaning I don't feel comfortable answering that.
Alabama just passed a law to protect the innocent children from being killed inside the womb.
Innocent children?
Yeah,
Or a
the
fetus?
child inside the womb.
A child or a fetus?
A baby in the womb. Are you okay with Alabama doing that, or are you against that law?
I'm against that law.
What gives the women the right? What kind of a woman would want to kill a man's baby in her womb? What would make her want to kill the child of this man child in her womb? What kind of woman would do something like that? What happened to her heart that you want to kill an innocent child inside her own womb? And then call it something else. Fetus should make it sound like it's not a real baby. What type of woman is that?
What type of woman is that? That's a really great question. I think the type of woman is a 15-year-old who is raped by a man and doesn't want to have the baby.
Is that a justifiable reason to kill it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not? It's bad enough being raped, right?
Uh-huh.
And so the guilt from rape is horrible.
Uh-huh.
So if you kill the child in your womb, that's adding to the deal rather than having the baby and putting it up for adoption if you don't want to keep it. Why kill it?
Because it hasn't come to term. It's not even considered.
I know, but whenever people want to do wrong, they rename it, or they don't want to face reality of what it is because they want to do wrong. Like these women who want to kill the children in the womb, they call it everything but a baby because they don't want to face the reality they're about to kill a child. What happened to their mind that made them do something like that?
I think I just explained that question.
Should a man find out before he marry a woman if she's into this abortion thing?
Yeah, I think a man should find out everything about a woman before he marries her.
If she is into it, should he marry her?
I think that you should ask him that.
What would you recommend? Would you want to marry a man to marry you that is against abortion, and then you get pregnant and kill his child?
I would never marry somebody without finding out details of how somebody
That's right.
feels or operates in life.
I heard someone else say this, and so I picked it up, that abortion is worse than slavery.
You picked that up as something you wanted to state, or you picked it up as something that you agree with?
I saw a young girl in North Carolina. She was testifying before the city council or someone there, and they were trying to pass an abortion bill. And the young little girl said, abortion, white girl, she said abortion is worse than slavery. And I'm like, wow, that makes sense. It really is, because the women, you know how they say the slave master felt like he owned the slaves so he could do whatever he wants to them? Likewise, women, for some reason, they think that they own the child and the body of the child in their body, so they have the right to kill it or do whatever they want. And so, isn't that worse than slavery? Because even the child can't fight back. They can't run up north. They can't run to the woods. You know what I mean? So isn't abortion worse than slavery?
I don't agree with that statement.
Why not?
I don't see the parallels. I guess we don't see eye to eye, and we don't agree on what a fetus is. Do you see the correlation where, like, these women who are killing the children? Do you eat eggs?
I'm sorry?
Do you eat eggs?
I haven't in a while, only because they say it's not good for you. But I used to eat them all the time for breakfast.
Would you consider an egg a chicken?
No.
Why?
Because it's an egg still. It's not attached to the thing.
What?
But
Sorry, what?
we're talking about human beings. I'll kill a chicken in a minute.
But is a human being an animal? Is a human being an animal?
No.
Oh. Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so human beings aren't animals.
No.
Well, I mean that's not debatable. That's science.
No,
Humans
they're not
aren't
animals.
humans aren't animals.
Now they act like animals when they fall away from God. I know they act like animals. You're right. Those in that fallen state, but they are not animals when they overcome that fallen state. You gotta agree.
No, I
You
mean
gotta agree.
There's no debating. I mean, like you learned this in elementary school. Humans are animals.
Oh, you believe that humans are animals?
That's not up for debate or discussion.
So you believe that humans are animals?
It is.
You believe that?
100%.
You should go back and beat that teacher
Which one?
that lied to you about that.
I went to the #1 public school in the country.
No, they lied to you.
Okay.
They do act like animals in a fallen state. You believe human beings are in a fallen state?
You're taking this to a spiritual conversation, but just on a scientifical, what is platform? Humans are animals.
Humans are not animals. Unlike animals, humans are created in the image of God, so they're not animals. They do all kind of crazy things like animals, but they're not really animals. So I do understand that. I got to ask though, so you didn't tell me what kind of mindset that a woman would have to kill the man's child in her womb. And it's not her baby, it's not her child, it doesn't belong to her. What made her think she is the slave owner and she could kill the slave?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, when you
It's
heard
definitely
that,
food for thought, right?
yeah.
Do women in America have enough rights?
Do
Because
women?
I know they're always crying for rights. Right, I want rights, this right, I need rights. Do they have enough now?
Women have the same rights that men have. So
But-
yes, I feel that they have enough rights.
So it's time cut out for them begging for more rights, right?
I mean, women are still paid less than men.
No, that's not true anymore. It's definitely not true. Where are the stats? Where are the stats?
Yeah, I mean,
Women are making more money than men now.
you're gonna be wrong on that one. Yeah, women are definitely paid less than men. Okay. We'll
Only
agree to
because you have the women who are just starting out in the workplace. They may be making more money. I mean, less money than the man who's been there already, due to experience and time. That what you mean?
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, even starting wages for men are higher than women.
Oh,
Statistically
I
speaking.
wish that was true.
You
But-
wish?
Yeah, but you know why, right?
Why? I'm
have-
sure I'm going to love this answer. Why?
Men have more experience. They're better at the job, and they've been there longer because they're men.
Do you have any women that watch this show?
Yeah, a whole truckload of them around the world. Matter of fact.
Wow.
Why you ask that?
These questions, you know?
What's wrong with them?
No. They're
What do you
wonderful.
think about the so-called Me Too movement? What do you think about that?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I have a lot of feelings towards it. I feel bad for the women that have been victim to the situation. I have a lot of compassion for.
You believe them?
Yeah.
Why?
Why do I believe? Why would I not?
No, tell me why do you believe them?
Why do I believe that women have that Harvey Weinstein or
Yeah, why do you believe them?
I mean, facts. I'm big on facts. I usually go with facts.
What kind of facts do you have?
That's kind of how I live my life.
So you believe these women in the so-called Me Too movement based on facts, but they haven't given you any facts. They just said, and people
what
take them at their
situation? I mean,
word.
we're talking about hundreds of situations across the country. Would you like to talk about one specifically?
That's more of a reason not to believe them because there's so many of them. But I've noticed that women are more likely to mean to men than men are to women. Have you noticed that? But men just don't tell it. They don't go out and cry me too and stuff like that. But women are, I've counseled with men around the world for the last 29 years, and most of them have been Me Too by women, but they just haven't said anything. Have you noticed women are more apt to do it than men?
That women are more apt to come forward?
No, to Me Too men, rather than men doing it to them.
Do I feel that women are becoming sexual predators to men more than men are to women?
Do you agree that women are more likely to
Me Too a man?
to touch men, rape them, harass them, accuse them
Jesse?
than men?
Jesse, can you name me one situation where you've heard that a woman
I hear it all the time.
has raped a man?
Yeah,
And he came
absolutely.
forward?
I heard so many situations where women have raped little boys when they were little boys, and the women were teenagers
Absolutely,
or adults.
and they should come through. I mean, you're getting into murky water. So okay,
What do you mean by that?
murky water. Well, now we're talking about adults raping children. That's a very different situation than the typical Me Too movement
But they
that
have
is
raped
coming
adult
forward.
men too.
Can you name one for me?
I sure can.
I would like to hear that.
I won't, because I can't give out the private business of
Okay.
others, but I'm telling you, it's rampant. But because the men don't complain about it, you don't hear. But I got to ask one last time, and I got to move on here. Do you believe these women?
Do I believe that women have been?
Do you believe the Me Too crowd?